What's up, everybody? This is Zach from A Beta Massive Flesh, and you are listening to The Rooster Show.
Lead pickles, my friends. Today we have a special treat. Terraphobia, guitarist of Mortification, and I'm sure many other projects. And his handsome young man named David will be here, who is also in Terraphobia. And okie dokie. Look at my friends. Hey, look at
that. The same shit.
Goes on big enough.
Yes.
Welcome. Cheers, my friends. Welcome to Roosta Show. Good to have you, David, and good to have you, Mick. Appreciate you. Heck yeah, man. This is awesome. And yeah, it's actually, you guys are the future. You guys are tomorrow right now.
Oh, yes, yeah. We're about 16 hours ahead.
It's crazy. Okay, so I'm in love with your band. Just to let you know, your project is amazing. It's perfect. It's exactly what reaches my soul. And so I always try at the beginning just to get my little butt kissing out of the way, you know, and just let you know that seriously, I reached into you, listening. I heard you guys on iTunes, and then I fell in love. And then I realized who you were, you know, part of Mortification at one point, and the later years, right?
Yeah.
I'll let you talk about that just a little bit. And so I want to say thank you for your contribution to good old-fashioned metal. Appreciate it. And good job to you, David, on the new album with a couple of songs that I know that you said you had a part of, and I was jamming today, dude. So good job. And you can tell me more about it in a little bit. So, all right. There. No more butt kissing. So, okay. Are you part of Row Productions, by the way? this project, or is this a totally solo project?
This was released on Dark Storm Records, but yeah, we recorded ourselves in our home studio.
Okay.
So,
okay. Okay. So tell me about your record label. You said Dark Horse?
Dark Storm from
Dark
Germany.
Storm. Okay.
Yeah.
You got some other bands involved with this, or is this more just your music?
I think they have a few other
bands
on their label.
But yeah, just with this record,
yeah. This is just me and Dave on this album.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I'm stoked. I'm already stoked. Love your Terraphobia shirt. That's awesome. Good for you. Okay, so and we'll tell people how to get that. Sure. Just a little bit. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mick, let's get to you real quick. How long have you been a guitarist? Are you tell us about your early life when you were a little youngling.
Many moons ago. Yes.
Star Wars. I know that. I've seen that show.
Yeah, I just.
I am your father, David.
Yeah.
No.
No, I always loved music as a young kid before I started school and stuff like that. So, first band I really loved was just the Beatles. And watching I remember back in the day, it was a cartoon, the cartoon Beatles. And I thought, how cool is this? And yeah, some music and yeah.
That was around the same time the Three Stooges had a cartoon out too, didn't they?
Yeah, remember Three Stooges? Yeah, showing my vintage here now.
That's so awesome. First of all, I'm now blown away that you're wearing the same shirt, same project. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. That's just it was like destiny, totally destiny. Hey, listen, I love the Lord. I love the Lord with all my heart. Okay, and so metal music has always been a touchy situation for me because I never grew up listening to Slayer. I know they're the godfathers of great death metal thrash, whatever. They claim the title, they can have it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Who cares? But what appealed to me was having some light brought into the situation, some hope, eternal hope, and so the Christian metal scene. It's hard for me to even say it's death metal or doom metal and all this stuff. I don't even see it like that anymore. It's only one genre, Christian metal, is the way I look at it. It's just because we are one faith, one hope, one love. And
exactly.
I just wanted to say that Mortification was like the right there in the beginning, front line when I was becoming a Christian, and I was like, this is it. This is my people. I love it. I can't play it. I'm a musician. I can't play it though. So I give you props on it. I love playing with the guitar and all that, but I can't do that, man. Come on now. I'm like that slow punk rock type style type. I don't know. And goth rock. I love goth rock. I could write me some goth rock. Anyways, that's a whole
punk rock back in the day too. So yeah.
Yeah, I love punk. Good old punk. I respect all the old school bands. I do. I listen to Black Flag and Misfits and Minor Threat and all that good stuff. But what I feel is how we allow it to influence ourselves. Is the way I look at it. And dark metal, doom, whatever you want to call it, has kind of got a bad rap all these years of being satanic, evil, or this and this and that. Gateway drug to Satan. But I mean, yeah, there's been some people that have been in the scene that kind of gone the wrong way. Yeah, there has. There's been some bad cookies, but for the most part, I mean, I've been dealing with a lot of people from the old school ways, and I'm almost 53. So, and yeah, so the early 90s were like perfect, right when I was just brutal warfare and all that was kicking out and all that. So tell me about your part, and then we're going to get to David. Tell me, how did you get involved with Mortification?
When Mortification their tour, world tour they done. What year was that? My brain's going to think. I think 2000 roughly. They done a world tour, and they came back, and I think Lincoln wanted to, leave and just spend more time with the family.
Yeah.
And so they're looking for a guitarist, and my name was mentioned, and Steve gave me a call, and we got together and had a jam, and he said, I think a couple of songs in, they had these big grins, looked at the guys in the rehearsal studio, and had big grins on their faces, and I thought, I think it's going okay. Then he said, end of the rehearsal, he said, you got the job, and by the way, you got a gig this weekend. So I was like,
no way.
Yeah, I had to learn all the songs.
He's freaking talented. I love the brother, and writes some amazing. He's got a gift. He really does have how to write, and I mean it's always so catchy how he writes too. It's just I love him. I love that brother. I wish I could have a chance to tell him, but I get to tell everybody that's around him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we still catch up more pretty well. Really good friends still, me and Steve. So we do catch up often. Yeah, he lives pretty far away from us, about 2-hour drive in the city. We're in the countryside, so we're miles away from him.
That's awesome. That's good. Well, my love to him and his family. And David, what's up, buddy?
G'day.
Little rock star, you. I like your profile pic. That was a good one.
Yeah,
man. You have that posture. You got good posture. You arch your back just right. Anyway, so how long have you been playing?
Basically, all my life, I guess. In some,
you were born with it. You were born with a guitar cable instead of an umbilical cord.
Yeah, but played like when I was a really young kid, and obviously with dad. And things like that. So, but I kind of not gave it up, but just didn't really take it that seriously, and then probably maybe for 5 or so years didn't really play that much, but probably picked it up really seriously in high school. So I don't know, like 2010 or something like that, started to really start playing again. So yeah, ever since.
Cool, man. You gotta enjoy it.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh, good. Gotta like what you play, what you do. You know what I mean? Or if you're not happy doing it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but if you're happy doing it, good for you.
Yeah.
Good. What a better person to follow after. I'm telling you, man. Dave, Mick, he's like a splitting image of you.
I always say
his hair's a little more curlier. But that's it. Like totally, especially that one picture. I mean, you guys it's like, wow. I showed my wife. I'm like, how do you look? And she's like, wow, yeah. They're like, yeah, definitely his son. And all that. So she loved it. Now, when it comes to writing this music for Terraphobia, do you have other artists that are doing the drumming and all that, or do you do the programming yourself and all that good stuff?
Yeah, do the programming ourselves. Unfortunately, it's really hard to find a drummer to play crazy kick drums as well.
wait, come on, baby. There he is. This is Hammer.
This is a little Cleo.
Yeah, he's my little baby, man. Well, I didn't see him born. I saw his sister be born. But anyway.
So she's joined. She's watching.
No, he's going off. He's going to go play in the shoes. To each their own, right? I'm serious. Anyways, so tell me about your creation of it.
So we do our own programming because it's hard to find a drummer, let alone in the city, let alone in the countryside. It's impossible to find someone to play crazy like that. So that's why we just program the drums ourselves. So I hope there's no limitations. Our limitations are our playing.
Now, when it comes to the drum programming, is it pretty complex? Is it pretty hard to do? Was it hard for you to learn? Me, I don't have the patience for it. I know. I stick
it's a
to
little
basic.
tricky.
That's why I like the goth rock. It's just basic,
Yeah.
you know. But it's like butt rock. You know what I mean?
It's not
Yeah.
too bad. You got sometimes you modify.
Yeah, you get some what do they call it? Beats and patches of beats, cut a bar of a drum beat, and you just copy and paste and loop.
Exactly. Yeah.
Bits and pieces.
Okay.
Bits and pieces. Yeah. So
it's not so bad.
yeah.
You learn the tricks of the trade.
That's it. Yeah.
Gotcha. Now, David, real quick, how much again did you do on this new album, Rise? That was the last album you did, right? You did Tower of Death, right, or something like that.
Tower of Death, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And what else? And it was the guitar, right? The rhythm or the lead?
Yeah, I
Play guitar.
played rhythm guitar on all the songs, and wrote the music for Tower of Death and played the solo on that one as well.
Okay. Well, wonderful. Yeah. Okay. Good job. You got some skills then.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. So, so do you guys have any ideas of doing some touring eventually, or live shows, or anything like that?
I think the drumming is the problem. The drumming is the problem.
Problem. You can't find nobody to fill in for. You don't have the connects like that, huh?
No, not down this way. We are far away from the city. Yeah, to play. It was basic stuff. Yeah, it's probably friends. You can probably just call out and play.
It's not basic though, man.
No, that's the problem.
It sounds so complex. It's like if you really focus in on it, it drives you crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, batty, you know. I couldn't imagine doing this. Oh God. I mean, some of that programming is pretty easy these days, though. I've got to be. You know what I use? A free thing called Audacity.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
It's free, and there's tons of the fade in, fade outs, and this and that, a bunch of effects and all kinds of great things. It's so basic, so simple that even the caveman can do it. So it's actually pretty neat. I appreciate it. I've done a lot of tracks on that. I've done like at least 40 of them that I could do live if I want to. I could all of them I did on it. I can just put them all together into one mix on there. It's pretty cool. I love it. Oh yeah, Audacity. So anyway, Terraphobia, is it? So you're more of a studio band, is what you're getting at?
Yeah, probably the last long time actually. Early 90s, we were a band.
Yeah.
Played live.
Okay.
Yeah, so after.
So you did it in the early days, but now you don't.
Yeah, that's correct.
And okay, now and you were in Mortification at the time when you already had Terraphobia started, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I'm trying to think now. We put out a Terraphobia album out in 2001, and just
the Mort years. I love the Mort years. That's a good one.
Yeah, so we put that out, and then that's when I got there. Steve called me up virtually in 2002, and I virtually shelved Terraphobia for many years because commitment to Mortification. You like to concentrate on one project, not.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, especially the complexity of Mortification with just having 3 people always blew my mind. I mean, the task that the drummer has, first of all, holy! I seen a couple of live shows I was watching of them. It's like that poor drummer, man. That poor guy. I wanted to give him a hug. I almost want to say money to oh, poor freaking drummer boys, in Mortification. Fund. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it looks painful, man. It looks more like a punishment.
Yeah.
The only thing you can do is do it heartily unto the Lord, not unto men, right? So that
That's
gives you
right.
the strength to get through it. Endurance.
For sure.
Yeah. Was it kind of tough for you at times? Was there some songs that were a little tough for you? Just,
I
I mean,
think any song's tough. More memory wise, you got to get enough in the memory banks to once you memorize it, and I'm usually pretty
yeah.
good. Yeah, if something's tough, I just keep practicing and practicing.
Okay.
It's easy.
Did you accidentally mess up on one live?
Always make mistakes sometimes. Yes. I shouldn't admit to it, but I do.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the good thing about like metal and stuff like that, it's a lot of time, or punk rock, you can make a mistake and no one really knows. They don't really know. I had a whole song where like the second verse, man, I totally I forgot the whole second verse. I'm like doing it was at a coffee shop, a Java coffee shop, but like I had like freaking 40 people there, man, for my show to watch me, dude. It was really nice. It was a blessing. And then I'm like, I came up with a whole new freaking second verse off of like that. And I got lucky. Thank you, Jesus. I'm serious, man. I mean it.
Yeah,
So
I remember
I would,
the first show was first tour done with Mortification was 2002. We done a Christmas show, Christmas Metal Fest it was called in Germany, and there's one song, Web of Fire, where you're playing
okay.
a riff, and it starts from the first fret all the way to the 12th fret, like chugging along,
Yeah.
and the lights went out. The guy doing the line, he kept doing the lights off, and it's just pitch black, and hitting. I'm about semitone out every now and then because the lights are black. You can't see what you're playing. So that's crazy.
No.
That far apart. It's like, that was a bit of a nightmare. Remember that one?
Oh, that's funny. See, that's when you need glow in the dark strings and glow in the dark frets.
Yeah.
Little fret thing, separators.
Yeah.
And then you just put them under a light before your shows. You know what I mean? And you go out there, if it goes out, hey, nothing's stopping me.
That's right. I think Steve said, "Oh, can you please keep the lights on?" I suppose the guy didn't understand. I don't know. Maybe didn't understand English. He kept doing it anyway. The lighting guy.
That's awesome. Okay, now when it comes to the writing the lyrics of Terraphobia, what's your general subjects? You guys are a Christian band, right?
Yeah. So that's
okay.
We started. It wasn't Christian bands. Just your basic metal band back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
I mean, I'm not trying to put fighters on you or barriers on you. I mean, you guys just play great freaking metal, and I love it. So I think it's perfect. I think you guys are great. That's just the way I look at it. It reminds me of the very first Mortification album, which was my favorite. That's the one that got me going. And then, Brutal Warfare type of feeling, that's the energy I feel on that old school rock and vibe, and just that a lot of that double bass and just and just gives you a migraine, I love it so much. So I love it. I do. I get a joy out of it. I used to go to sleep listening to freaking Vengeance and Sacrament, Seventh Angel. Hey, I got Sacrament tomorrow on the Roosta Show.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that's cool. I'm working on Seventh Angel. I got his newer project that will be on the show by Silent Wake, Ian. Yeah. So, and he's had a goth rock band too, called Guillotine Ring. So he's been busy with other stuff, and he has a train set at his house that goes around his house and stuff on his neighborhood and stuff. Like in Wales, I think, or something. I can't remember exactly. I think it's Wales where he lives. I can't remember exactly. Yeah, got a train. He sits in. just a personal one. You can have some passengers back there, but yeah, just goes through his property. It's awesome. I love it. Anyway, so do you have? I mean, that last album, Rise, was 2022, if I remember correctly. Do you have some more stuff in the works?
Nothing at the moment. No, nothing
at
the moment.
Oh, you're on vacation.
Yeah.
Do you think this is funny for the fans?
That's a more anticipation. I can wait longer.
I know, huh? Okay, well, because we need more. I mean, you can only listen to the 3 albums like so many times before I need to listen to it again. No, seriously though, is it kind of tough coming up with some fresh sounding stuff? Because a lot of the similar, beats and stuff have already been done time and time again. In fact, some of it is kind of typical stuff you would, triplets, this, that. Some typical stuff that you would already hear in typical good thrash metal and dark metal. Do you find it a little tough to come up with fresh ideas?
Yeah, I think it can be a bit tough, can't it?
Yeah. Tough, and sometimes you can accidentally rip off yourself. That's a good riff, and then oh wait, that's that song already. I've already done.
Yeah, that's already on the second album there, man. Wow, I come up with something fresh. This is good stuff. Yeah. I get you though. I mean, because it is tough, I mean, as musicians to keep that same energy alive, and to still bring diversity to it. You know what I mean? So, and now when it comes as far as, like I said before, your lyrics, and are they more biblical orientated, or
a bit of mixture on there. Yeah, subject matter and
a lot of values.
Values.
Okay.
And it's scripture in there as well. So I guess just obviously most bands, Christian bands.
Some of it, your life experiences.
Yeah. I usually like writing about. I know when I see wrong people doing it, I suppose not judging people, but when you see people doing it wrong, especially Christians fighting amongst each other and things like that, it's like, if you go and tell them straight, they might argue with you or something. So I just like writing about things like that and hoping people listen to the lyrics. I think, yeah, he's making sense here.
Yeah,
doing the right thing.
What would be a good idea for a track also would be, don't take the speck out of my eye when you have a log in your own.
Yeah.
Christians are judgmental about their own kind. They're everybody's so judgmental or full of competition, and
it's pretty sad.
It is, when we're all fearfully and wonderfully made. Last time I checked, and none of us are perfect, and we're all fall short. So sorry, David, you're not perfect, but you were good at one point until you got to a certain age. Then you became a sinner.
Yep, that's right.
It's true. It is that. Huh?
I think the world does change you a fair bit when you're growing up. You think everyone's innocent, everyone's perfect, and then you realize, wow, it's not the same.
The only thing that's perfect is the thing between you guys right there. Animals are innocent and they're beautiful and they're perfect. And they're never wrong. They just go by instinct.
Yep.
So they're perfect. So tell me, what are we expecting of your band coming up in the future? You have anything in store for us?
Got anything in store?
Why are you looking at your son for the answer, man? It's your project. Or is he taking over?
It's take over. It's almost time for me to go home.
Go home. Bad. No, you're not going anywhere anytime soon. We're not done with you. No, we're not. I'm serious. Anyways, man, I do appreciate though what you've been doing, Ed. Do you guys have any ideas for any music videos? You guys do stuff like that, or are you on YouTube? Where can people
YouTube.
find your music? How about that?
Okay, Dave, you go for it.
On YouTube, I've got our own channel, Terraphobia One, which has has a lot of our stuff on there from Terraphobia, but also has our own little solo stuff that we do with our covers band. We have a covers band that we play local shows as well. But it's Metalopolis.
Yeah.
Our record label. There's a couple of videos on there as well of the latest CD, and I think there's some fan made stuff as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
Some Christian Rocks Records has a couple of
So
songs.
you guys
from...
have a cover band?
Yes, yeah.
And what kind of music do you still do? Metal?
Classic rock, probably
Classic
more
rock?
classic. Yeah, if there is any metal, it's more classic metal kind of stuff, but we haven't really ventured into that territory.
Well, like
too much.
Foreigner and stuff like that, or
Would love to, but
just
I'm
really
a
high to
baritone.
sing.
We're baritones, so we're not really high singers. So yeah,
that's
yeah,
awesome.
a bit of fun, and we make a couple of bucks out of it. So it's
Awesome. That sounds good, man. That sounds good. I appreciate it, man. Well, I hope you guys have some success coming up, and I know some vinyl behind you, so you people can buy. Where can people buy your merchandise?
ChristianBandShirts.com. ChristianBandShirts.com.
Okay.
Yeah, this one, is that on there too?
I'm not sure. Mortification might be.
There's some Mortification stuff on there.
I love that. I love the Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love that one. That's cool.
Clocks, posters,
Yeah,
flags.
Flags. Oh, that's awesome. Good for you, man. That's cool.
yeah.
So,
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, real quick about mortification. Do you miss doing mortification shows?
Yeah. Do miss here. We were scheduled to do some more stuff with Steve. I think it's 2016. He asked me, I want to do another album in a couple of years' time. Would you like to be back in the band? I said, yeah, for sure. I'll back you up and I'll help you out. We recorded at my place, and then he ended up getting a stroke, so he hasn't been able to perform or do nothing since. So it's really tough. Been tough.
Yeah, bless that brother, man. That's horrible. It's horrible. Yeah, I just It's say I was talking with actually Roger Martinez too, here about vengeance.
Yeah,
get cancer and all that. So it's horrible, man. It's horrible. I feel for anybody that goes through anything, especially children. I mean, it's just horrible, man. What can you do but pray for them? And
that's all we can do. Yeah,
and like with Steve, I mean, I never seen anything but good about that guy. And I know I talked about him a lot in this, but I mean, there's not many people that I can really talk to about it. You're one of them. You got to work hand in hand with him. So I bet he's been an inspiration for you as well.
Oh, sure. He's been great, really good. And
it's not necessarily him, but him being used, and allowing himself to be used in such a way where it was just natural. He just loved the Lord, and he lets you know that. And so, good for him. Love you, Steve. And anybody you guys would like to thank for your success so far?
Steve.
Yes.
And what would you like to say to your fans? A two-parter. Both of them are to me, actually. I'm your fan. You're all in America. And
I appreciate your support. Really do.
You're welcome. I appreciate
There's a good friend out there too, John Causa as well. He's got a mortification. I don't know if you've seen that on Roosta. He's got a podcast. He talks about every mortification album over a course of a few weeks, so 2 months, and it's a crazy fan like yourself, and he's another good one you can probably catch out on YouTube as well.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Try to send me a link if you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome if you can.
Lock yourself a big.
Honestly, I'm really bad with names and stuff like that.
Oh, me too. I can remember.
I can remember like song lyrics, like no big deal, But I mean, when it comes to names, it's like I'll forget you in a heartbeat.
Especially with our
It's not
Aussie.
It's just mental laziness, honestly. It's truly what it is. It's me being lazy. But I won't admit it. Anyway, so anybody you guys want to thank though? Seriously though?
Thank the Lord for all he's given us. It's the main thing. Without him, I suppose, wouldn't happen, and nothing would happen. And I always grew up praying about, I love music, and you help me get somewhere with my music, and I landed in Mortification, so it's no coincidence. So very thankful for that. And that's another reason why doing Terraphobia, I didn't know metal bands, Christian metal bands existed back in the day.
Yeah.
So when for Mortification, went down Mortification foot. I definitely got to put the Christian themes in the band for sure. If I'm doing anything, it would have been easy to start a new band from fresh. Would have been easier probably. Now this shows you that what the Lord can do in your life, you can actually change it, you grow more. So
and David, you share the same vision as your dad with this project?
Yes. Yeah.
So this is more of a ministry. Terraphobia is.
Yeah, it has grown as a ministry, for sure. It's harder because I'm not, as you say, I'm not a very well spoken person. I'm pretty nervous of a humble, quite sort of person. So it's a bit tough to me, go out and talk to people. But hopefully they can see it in the lyrics and way we preach, the way we act, and that we
exactly be a light in the darkness.
That's.
I mean, there's definitely a place for that, a need for it, because I mean, honestly, metal is catchy. It's wonderful. But what I hate is it's so fake. A lot of the lyrics that they do, and a lot of the other metal, the secular metal bands, a lot of them don't believe exactly what they're preaching. All that darkness, that Satan, walk beside me, Satan, whatever in the lyrics. They don't necessarily believe all that. A lot, and they just say it to sound cool, And when we were younger, we thought that, it sounds tough. But really, in the long run, it's more of a man to stand up for what is good and wholesome and what is proper, and so good for you guys for doing that. And
we're the same. We look at those some of those bands, we hear the lyrics, and we just look at each other and say, "Oh, big bag, tough guys, aren't they?" Like shake your heads and
it can be cringy.
I know you're getting that. It's like, grow up, please,
I can't deal with that. I don't even give them a time of day. As soon as
always put me off.
A band starts acting weird, no matter what it is, they start acting weird. I just block.
Yes.
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just
no.
I'm actually really trying to bring some unity, with underground music artists. I mean, I think it's important, to not have that competition, to have people. You know what? Yeah, you may be a little different, but we're a family. I got like a group page called the Roosta Show Family, Friends and Family. That's for everybody that cares about each other, man. We support each other. Iron sharpens iron. We're here to help each other, but there's so much competition and hate. I don't want that. So I created this, the Roosta Show. More unity, man. I have skinheads on my page. I have punk rockers. I had Keith Forrest from Circle Jerks on my show. I had Dez, one of the original Black Flag lead singers, also, and he was also the guitarist. But and he played with Misfits, and a bunch of different bands. Well, anyway, so I'm just saying, I'm blessed to have these people here, whether they're secular or Christian, and I'm thankful that you guys were a part of it. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it much. Thank you, mate.
You know it. And you better hit me up when you have a new album, and we'll get you back on the show, you know, and we'll get you guys, you know, doing a promo on your new album. You know, you guys can talk about every track and discuss what's all about, you know, and explain things, you know, and give people credit where credit's due and all that good stuff. So, all right. I love you. More rock, less cock. Here on the Roosta Show, we had Terraphobia, David, and Mick. And I appreciate you guys. Much love to you both. Thank you.
Take care, right?
I hope we're friends for a long time.
We'll do.
Long time, GI.
Yes.
All right, man. God bless you guys. Take care of yourselves. I'll talk to you again soon.